Okay. And with that, I think we're good to go. Um, I know last time I did kick and hold on, my pillow fell. Ah, great start to the stream. Last time I did Twitch and kick, but like I mostly just want to build kick as like an alternative for when we all know that Twitch kills itself. As you can see, I'm still in the trading room, or next to it. I traded over our new friend Scyther, Mr. Skizzers. How is the volume? I lowered the game volume a little bit. Let me turn my mic up. That's the sound. Hold on. Okay, this should be fine, I think. So where we last left off, we beat Surge, and we didn't like come over here at all. So first thing we got to do, we have this beautiful, beautiful Scyther named Skizzer, who just has no good moves. But at level 26, he gets wing attack, so we gotta beat up some nerds. All right. All right. Crazy that our best move is false swipe, but you know. You know what it is. It do be like that, Mr. Stancil. Yeah, so basically we're gonna head to Rock Tunnel, but I figured might as well just come over here and fight these trainers. Because why not? Get a little XP on this guy. We should be able to assemble our full team today. Our full team of 6. Especially had I streamed earlier, like intended. But you know, we went to this big, we went to this restaurant after church, and holy shit, we had like a 5-course meal. Listen, sometimes you just gotta use false swipe as like a 40 power normal move that it is, alright? Your Pokemon have not grown enough, little Billy. Who else can we pick on? Get over here. Come over here. I'm still adjusting the volume as we go here. Well, you know, Nidorino. I feel like Horn Attack might take us out. Butters, you get in there. You have confusion. But yeah, I gotta buy the premium version of Restream. There we go. Like, do we really need agility? Thank you and goodbye, bro says. Didn't we, like, teach, what's-his-face Brick Break last time? Hell yeah, we did. That thing's a coverage machine. We really need Gust on Butterfree here. I regret teaching, yeah. I regret teaching Cut to Paris. I wish I just didn't, because it gets Slash soon, and I don't think I'll be able to teach it Slash. Come on, Butterfree. It's crazy how Nintendo dropped infinite content on me. In that, once I finish this mono run, I can transfer them to home, if that's out, or just the other file, and then just do it again with a different type. It's crazy how, like, this is what I truly enjoy, just playing Pokemon games infinitely. Let me go heal up. I will probably be, streaming... So, Pokepedia comes out on Thursday, but I work Thursday and Friday, so I'll probably be playing through the beginning part, like, on my own, maybe in Discord VC with friends, because sometimes I do that. And then maybe I'll stream wherever I'm at on Saturday. Because I picked up a Sunday shift for some extra monies. Good job, Brillium. Alright, let's go heal up. I'm gonna go buy a bunch of items so we can get through the rest of that route. Because that's like an optional route anyway. I don't want to spend too much time running back and forth to the Pokemon Center. Or let me make sure I have items. Do I have antidotes? In case I get poisoned again. I got antidotes. I got potions. Alright, we got some stuff. I have the nuggets, which will come in handy later for when we have to buy our pincer. I don't want to spend too many of those nuggets, but we got them. Alright, we have some healing stuff. Let's buy a couple more super potions for the big route to the east of, There you go. We'll take a couple more. We also do need to catch some Pokemon, funny enough. We need, like, 20 for the milestone. Here, these guys use Magnemites, and we have, we got Brick Break. I taught Brick Break to this guy because I thought Lieutenant Surge was going to have a Magneton. Lieutenant Surge did not have a Magneton. So, the good news is Brick Break's one of those TMs that you can buy infinite of. There's more of it at the Celadon City. I didn't realize that, but I was like, oh, okay. Same with Secret Power. So, we can teach Secret Power and Brick Break to whoever we want. Rage? We don't need a Rage where we're going. Isn't it, the more I think about it, it's crazy how we're weak to, like, every type on the Champions team. I know I'm a little far away to be thinking about that, but I was just thinking about, like, the Rivals team the other day, and I was like, man, we're weak to his Alakazam, his Pidgeot, obviously the Charizard, which I intentionally gave him to make life harder for us. Crazy. Rhydon, I think he has... It's changed over the generations. Alright, maybe teaching him Cut was okay, actually. And there it is, the signature move of Parasect. 100% accurate sleep that he will never get off because he'll be one-shot, but, you know, it doesn't matter. It's one of the best moves ever. It's crazy how that ability can actually be a hindrance when I'm trying to put something to sleep. Alright, so we got the two moves I really wanted to get from grinding on this route. We got the Spore and the Wing Attack. Now it doesn't really matter. Confuzzle Ray. What's the matter? No electric moves? There's not any battles in particular I'm afraid of coming up. It's just going to be smooth sailing. Rock Tunnel obviously has like the rock type trainers, all those hikers with Geodudes, but other than that, and you know, we'll be fine, right? We have Brick Break on Beedrill, we have grass moves on Parasect, we have Confusion on Butterfree. We have ways to deal with them. There's a rival fight in Lavender. Yeah, exactly. Just one-shot all the Geodudes. I'll take a Great Ball. We can't buy those yet. And I think this, and there's one more Electric Trainer on this route, and we're done. I know, I've just memorized all of these. Yeah, gamer. They changed it from gambler. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I bet you did, Mr. Gambler. I think we gotta do what, that guy? Yeah. I'm laying down... In red blue, it actually did look like there was, like, electrical wire everywhere on this route. It's weird how this route is now less aesthetic than it was before, isn't it? In the Game Boy Color. Alright, we gotta... Which is interesting, right? Because they removed the gambling in all the modern games and remakes, but they couldn't remove it from this game. So they had to keep the casino and they had to keep the gambling at the slots. But like, okay, we'll just do everything else we can to abide by the anti-gambling laws. So they just replaced the gambling NPC. Anyway, I don't remember if there's a guy here that gives you an item or if it's just the item finder guy. This is why we need to catch other Pokemon, even though it's a mono-type run. Oh. What do I have, like 18 types? Yeah. Do you give me something? No, you trade. Okay. I knew it was either a trade or a... And that's the Snorlax, so they're all right. Let's get to going towards Rock Tunnel now. All right, give me the Drowsy. Already caught it. Already caught it. Whatever, we can get... Are you kidding me? That's 4 times effective. Yeah, I appreciate it. I'm still doing the weird look thing. Like, how it looks like I'm looking all over the place because my webcam is not, like, optimally positioned, I think. But that's because I have a little cheap one. And the way my monitors are is suboptimal, I'm sure. But, see, this is why I knew to stream on YouTube, because I knew there were people that would watch. I gotta get Restream the paid version, so I can stream on 3 platforms again, because I will be streaming more often now. Now that I have my Switch 2 and my hard drive, or not hard drive, the device, my capture card. Did I pick up the bicycle? I did not. Alright, we'll stop and get the bike. We'll make an old pit stop. Sad. You know, I was really considering the Ice-type run you suggested. It's just that it sucks how there's only 4 Ice types in the game. It's like, I guess you could beat the Elite Four with 4 over-leveled Pokemon. Especially considering they're all really good. You know, 3 of them are water types. What the hell was I here for? Oh yeah, it's gonna sell some of this bulk items that I don't need. Don't need that. We need that. Yeah, I'm getting the bike. I didn't forget that either. That will be $1 million, sir. I think not, actually. I gotta sneeze. Alright. We did it. I like how it's not a super fast bike. Oh my god, you're right. We can use Articuno. And if we make the exception for Slowbro, since the Ice-type trainer uses it, that is a full team. I forgot about it. It's funny because I remembered Articuno for when I was theory crafting the Flying-type run. I don't know how I forgot about it for the Ice run. But anyway, we are off to Rock Tunnel. The next gym... So before the next gym, we have the Giovanni fight, and he has rock types. Yeah, I know. We could definitely do it with 5, though. And that leaves us a slot for, like, if we come across a shiny or something crazy like that, and we could be like, that's our honorary 6th ice type, this shiny Zubat we caught, or something like that. That's what's nice about having a slot open. Like, when I did a mono grass run of Emerald, on the route above Rustboro, I got a shiny Skitty. And I'm like, that's perfect, right? Because it's not like I'm getting a huge advantage by running a Skitty or a Delcatty on my team, on my all-grass team, other than the fact that it's a normal type and it doesn't have a weakness. It's kind of awful. It doesn't really do anything. He was just kind of there for emotional support. Actually, yeah, you're right. The 6th slot is for HMs. Which reminds me, even when we have 6 types, we're going to need a water type. My ass really got poisoned, by the way. You believe that? I believe I got poisoned. We should catch something for Flash. I guess we can get away with it. On future runs, I need to remember to get Meowth. Because it has pickup. And it, maybe on our way back to the city, we'll catch one, actually. We just can learn Cut. Yeah, exactly. We still have to surf. I think Butterfree gets Gust, finally, to replace Tackle at level 27. So we'll get Butterfree to 27, and then we'll just level them evenly. That is a rock move. I honestly am so scared of the last 3 gym leaders. Because, like, the whole joke about Blaine is that he's this fire gym leader on an island surrounded by, like, water. But, you know, we're not allowed to use water types, and nothing learns Water Pulse or Surf, I don't think, so... We have to rely on, like, Pinsir's Rock Slide. I'm gonna hold on to the... Yeah, Blaine is gonna destroy us. I'm gonna hold on to the, That's a misclick. I wanted to use Brick Break, but it works. I crit. He's a string cheese. Because string shot? Because the Beedrill GIF? Two Beedrills. I pressed the button again, damn it. Okay. What do you mean you're level 27 without a flying move? Alright, give me something I can catch. Where can I'm really committed to getting this Meowth now. I think it's in the route beneath Cerulean. But surely there's been a trainer with a Meowth. Insane, by the way. Alright, let's keep pushing through the route. Go, my super bug types. I was looking up stat comparisons between Butterfree and Venomoth the other day, because obviously we're going to have Venomoth eventually. Dude, Butterfree is just outclassed. Like, I don't think Butterfree has anything going for it over Venomoth, like, at all. Not even typing, because Bug Poison... those are physical, and Venomoth has better physical attacks. So same with Bug Flying. So as a Bug Flying type, it's outclassed by Scyther, and as a Bug Poison type, it's about equal to Beedrill, but it's worse than Venomoth. So, like, I don't know. And they both learn, like, psychic moves and the powders, and they even have the same ability. So I'm just like, man, Butterfree is just... Butterfree's going to be like our lead at some of these gym fights. That's Butterfree's purpose. His purpose is to get off a sleep powder. And, like, go from there. What do we have? A trainer guarding this grass patch, which isn't even special? I have no idea why he guards this grass patch, but he does. Camper Drew. Butterfree can't even one-shot things. Intimidate me all you want. You're still getting destroyed. I'm almost out of confusions. It's okay, the Pokemon Center's around the corner. They are calling it the latest Gust learn of all time. It's not even that much better than Tackle. It just gets stabbed. And it's 100 accuracy. Did we have to be level 28 to learn this? Alright, so our movesets are kind of in a good spot now with that. Let's go punch these hikers with Beedrill. I think there's one down here, right? Yeah, he's guarding an item. Now, the question is, will Cheese's Brick Break actually one-shot them? No, but it's close. It's crazy how that will one-shot half my team. Because they're 4 times weak to it. Alright, just a few more trainers. Oh, Beedrill. Does fighting resist bug? Yes, it does. I couldn't remember. Okay. Alright, now that the hikers are out of the way, we can show off Skizzer. So I don't know if you were here right at the beginning of the stream, but I had just traded over the freshly caught, or the freshly earned from the game corner on another save file, Scizor. Hey, there's Meowth. This thing had Focus Energy, False Swipe, Pursuit, and Agility. So my best move was False Swipe, which is hilarious. Let's catch for the Dex. There's for those who don't know, in Kanto, there's rewards you can get every 10 Pokedex entries, up to 50. And we're sitting at 18 right now. They're not super useful. We need to make sure we get at minimum 30, though. So this is 19. Now, where's Meowth at? So it is in the... Okay. The scientist NPC right here gives us something at 20. Well, if you sold it for 5,000, then it's not useless now, is it? All right, there's our emotional support Voltorb. We'll box him in a little bit. If you're wondering what I traded over, I did trade over something of value to the other file. I traded over the Bulbasaur, because, you know, it's a starter. Before we go into the rock tunnel... Sure is nice that I want to go on this catching spree right as I picked up Scyther, huh? With his false swipe. Alright, the route south of Cerulean here should have Meowth. And the reason I want Meowth is because not only can it learn Cut, it can learn... it has pickup ability to pick up random items. And so we'll just leave him in the back of the party. There he is. I'm then going to do something that's going to blow your mind. So how the pickup drop table works is every 10 levels plus 1, it changes, like the items you can get. So I'm going to rare candy him to level 11 and just have him sit in the back of the party. At least I think that's how it works. There's like a spreadsheet for it. We're not tryharding that much, but what the hell else are we using rare candies for anyway? Nothing. There should be enough XP in the game to get us where we need to be. All right, let's get through Rock Tunnel, shall we? And we're going to keep catching things in Rock Tunnel. Because obviously it's a cave and there's a lot of cool stuff we can get in the cave. Yeah, see, it's got pickup. Alright, so he's level 11, so what he gives us is slightly improved now. I don't know what we get at level 11, but I'm going to make sure we're stocked on super potions and repels. Because remember, the cave is quite large. Better to be overstocked than understocked. Because 10 nuggets. So it's crazy how much more expensive Scyther is at the game corner than Pinsir. Pinsir, I think, is like 2,400. Scyther is another like. It's 5,500. That's another like 60k Poké Dollars. That's crazy. I regretted not farming more nuggets on the other file. Hello, Steiner. We're about to head into Rock Tunnel. We're going to have Meowth as our cut slave, and because of his pickup, and then we need something for Flash. Probably like a Bellsprout or something. Or we'll use Pikachu. This way we have nothing that's like leveled, so it's not really like breaking the rules. Alright. So we have a temporary full team here. 2 of them don't count, but you know. Okay. You'd think I'd memorize the thing, and I kind of do. Alright. Alright, cheese. Hit him with the Twin Needle. Easy peasy. Alright, Pikachu. Give us a little helping hand. Not like the Pokemon move, just this. There you go. And so the reason why we need to get our Pokedex to at least 30 is because we need the item finder, because the item finder is actually needed to pick up certain items that you can't see. Like we get 2 leftovers in this game. You know, the item that heals every turn. So that's pretty good. But you need the item finder to get it. So we're just going to catch anything that we don't have. Alright, so we're going to be relying on Beedrill and Parasect to get us through this portion of the game with all the Rock-type trainers. But the rest of them, Scyther can just murk. We'll let Scyther use the fact that he's a trade Pokemon to get a bunch of XP and just destroy the game. Zubat, my favorite bug type. I swear, pickup just does not activate as much as I remember. Or at least compared to, like, Emerald. I put Meowth on the team to be cheeky and get some items going, but I don't know. How is bro binding me when I'm asleep? Alright. Lots of dex entries to be had in this game. But once we get all of them, we can put on repels. But for now, we'll just keep catching them as they pop up. There's Mankey, Machop, and Geodude still. That was a crit? That's crazy. You utter fool. I have pursuit. Good job, Skizzers. Yeah, so the rewards at 30 dex entries is the item finder, at 40 it's the amulet coin, and at 50 it's the XP share, which we probably won't need, because by the time we have that many dex entries, we're not gonna need it. We'll have our full team and they'll be decently leveled. But the amulet coin could come in handy. I'm mostly worried about the item finder so that we can get the other good held items like the leftovers and there's some other stuff too. A Soothe Bell. Alright, now we just need the Manchop. And we can put on repels and get through the cave even quicker. Take a little peek at my notifications. It's crazy how whenever I tweet that I'm live, it like never pops up. We're probably going to have to escape rope out once. We're good. Actually, do you know about Pokemon cosplay? Dude, it's crazy how strong Scyther is. Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. Look, Meowth still hasn't picked up an item. That's his entire purpose. I'm beating up LARPers. Nice Geodude. Steiner makes a good point. I probably don't need Flash to get through this cave. Nothing says level design like putting 4 hikers in a row, which I think is what's about to happen here. Yeah, there's another 2 hikers right here. This tunnel goes a long way, I'll tell you what. So isn't Generation 1 awesome? So much variety. I'm just mashing A on these Geodudes. This Bullet Seed was such a good pickup on the Paris because, like, it does get Giga Drain, but it gets Giga Drain at, like, level 47 or something like that. And we'll get the Giga Drain TM, but obviously we want to use that on either Butterfree or Venomoth. Probably Venomoth. Thank you for your patronage, Rillium. For the Hiker Onslaught. Switch to cheese for a little bit. There's another Hiker? Another one? I think this guy has a Graveler. It makes sense that all the, like, experienced hikers would be hanging out in the center part of the cave, like the deep part, and not the part that's close to either town. Wait, that's crazy that Bug is neutral to Rock. It's crazy how not a single one of our Pokemon learned Megahorn. Alright, we are nearing the end of the cave. I'd put on Repels. Okay, I was about to say, we still hadn't gotten this guy yet. I don't even know if you get Heracross in the post-game. I know you get some of the Johto Pokemon in post-game, but not all of them. Alright, let's pop a save. 26 in the Pokedex. We're getting there. Yeah, the only additional content is after the 7th gym, you go to the Sevi Islands. And then the other 4, you get to go to the first 3 of the Sevi Islands, and then the other 4 of the Sevi Islands are post-game, and that's where you get the Johto Pokemon. Having access to Brick Break is so good. Pinsir gets it. Pinsir gets by level up. Alright, so this guy teaches Rock Slide. Yeah, so only Pinsir can learn it. We will be back here. Maybe not right when we get Pinsir, but eventually we'll come back here. Basically, once per save file, those guys can teach you something. A lot of them are like useless moves, like Rollout, but like Rock Slide's a crazy good move, obviously. I don't even know if there's a rollout tutor in this game or if it's just an Emerald. I was trying to think of bad examples, but I couldn't. I wonder if anything can learn Mega Punch. Probably not. I think we looked at that already. Maybe Pinsir can. It's funny how Rock Smash is in this game, but I think, again, only in the post games you get the Rock Smash. Alright, one more floor of this damn cave. And of course, there's just like infinite trainers. It seems we'll be able to make it through in one go, though, without having to go back, so that's good. Just destroy everything 10 levels lower. Don't worry, we'll have someone else to soak up some XP in a moment. We're going to get Pinsir very soon. Because I'm going to sneak my way through the next route to get to Celadon, and then we're going to get Pinsir. By the way, still no item on Meowth. I'll tell you what, that was a crazy nap I took when I got home because I ate so much food, I was stuffed. So to get Pinsir, all we have to do is make it out of this cave. I'll probably do the trainers right outside of the cave too, because why not? And then we'll sneak our way to Celadon. We have to take out like 1 or 2 trainers, I think, to get there. And then that'll be our 5th member. We'll get Pinsir. And to get Venonat, we need to get the Poke-Flute. So that means we have to do the whole Rocket Hideout and all of Lavender Town. And then we can get the Venonat. And that's our last team member. And that's the goal of today's stream. Maybe we'll do Erica too. It's crazy to like not do a gym in a stream, but like there's so much content between the 3rd and 4th gym in Kanto because the world really opens up. Beat up these last few hunters. Hikers. There are no hunters in Pokemon. Honestly, we may teach Pinsir Rock Slide right away, because like it's going to be part of its final moveset anyway. It's the only one on our team that's going to be able to learn it. Are you guys ready to watch me reset on this Pinsir too? Because I'm not gonna wait till it gets like a perfect nature, but I want it to have like a decent one. I did the same thing with Scyther before I traded it over. I just went with a neutral nature because there's like 5 neutral natures, or like there's like 3 to 5. I can't remember how many. I think like Serious, Docile, Hardy, maybe one more. But there's only 2 good like attacking natures, and that's Adamant and Jolly. And so if whichever one I get first, I'm like, all right, I can't sit here all day. There are people that will reset for like the perfect nature, and of course there's also people that will reset until they get a shiny. So you know how that be. That would be crazy. If we get a shiny, obviously we're gonna keep it because it's a fucking shiny. I don't care if it's awful. We'll make him work. There actually are a couple of decent shiny hunts in this game that you can reset. Actually, I think the last guy. Yeah, no nature candies. We got to reset at the game corner to get a decent Pinsir. We are almost at Lavender Town. I wonder if Scyther can learn Fly. It's not that big a deal because we can just take something out of the PC. I thought so too, but I found ways to enjoy it. Something that's worth mentioning is after you beat the Elite Four, they give you the, like, Toys R Us event stuff. Like, you can go get Deoxys and Ho-Oh and Lugia. And there is a post-game where you get, you can get, like, the Johto Pokemon. It's not that great of a post-game. It's, like, just a couple more places to explore. And you can get Mewtwo, obviously. Heart Gold and Soul Silver would be an instant buy, yeah. Alright, let's heal up. Your Pokemon die? Skill issue. Skill issue, honestly. Alright, let's bench the... I swear, this pickup ability in this game is useless. It's absolute dog shit. Like, we made it through all of Rock Tunnel, and Meowth still didn't pick up an item. You'd think I'd memorize all the NPCs that give you items, but, like, I still be talking to them. Listen, we don't need to rush. We're in no rush. I know there's no one in these... Lavender Town is pretty useless, weirdly enough. Alright, let's, before we fight the rival, let's go pick up our last Pokemon on the team. Or second to last. As you see, we're only using bug types because we're crazy like that. And today's goal is we're trying to get Pinsir and Venonat to complete the team. And so we got to beat Giovanni, we got to beat our rival, and we got to beat Erica. We're a little over-leveled right now because we only have 4 Pokemon. I know, we need... It's crazy, right? Because all 6 of my... Normally with monotype runs, you'll have Pokemon with secondary typings that, like, even it out. But in Gen 1, all 6 of my team members are going to be weak to Rock, Flying, and Fire. Alright, so that's one of the mandatory trainers. I actually have Fire Red. We actually need to catch Vulpix here, believe it or not. So I can trade it over. There's like berries in these bushes. This is like one of the only places to get berries in the game, so hold on, we gotta make a little pit stop. Alright, we never caught a Pidgey. So we'll catch a Pidgey for Pokedex. Because we need the Pokedex entries for Item Finder. Water types are crazy. Because they all just get Surf. And so you have this 95 power water move on your bad ones, like Golduck. It's like, yeah, it's Golduck, but hey, it can learn psychic moves, it can learn dig, it can learn surf, you know, it's... We're poisoned? What the hell got us poisoned? Oh, the Pidgey we just caught. I was so confused. I was like, what? Yeah, I was thinking about all the Gen 1 Pokemon that need love. Golduck needs love. He needs a regional form. He needs a Mega Evolution. He needs a new evolution. Jynx, too. I think they want to avoid Jynx on purpose because of the, like, you know, history. The racism. Listen, if you don't name your Jynx Nicki Minaj, you can get Jynx in this game. There's like 4 Pokemon that you can get in this game, but you can only get them through trades, and that's Lickitung, Mr. Mime, who I'm actually running on the Fire Red. He's awesome. And Jynx, and I think maybe one other. You can trade Poliwhirl for Jynx. Alright, I think that's all the berries here. Alright. Alright. So yeah, okay. I was about to say the phrase, you only have to fight one trainer, but I think I did the same thing running through here on the other file as well. So weirdly enough, even without his fairy typing, his move pool by the time he's level 22 is insane. He got Confusion, obviously, Magical Leaf as another special move, right, because Grass is special, and then he gets Reflect and Light Screen. I'm like, well, this is my lead for every gym fight ever. I just set up screens and then switch, or I stay in. Mr. Mime is really good in, like, every game. And then, like you said, he gets the fairy typing eventually. And then he gets the regional form. Mr. Mime's received a lot of love, and is still underrated. Still an underrated Pokemon. It's also a Gen 1 Psychic type, so, like, Magnemite is the only Pokemon in this entire game that's going to stop a Psychic type. It's the only Steel type. Right? Because Steelix, Scizor, or Johto. And then there's no Dark types in Kanto. There's Dark type moves, which help you deal with Psychic types. But there's no, like... a Water Dragon Koi Fish... Seeking's yet another Gen 1 Pokemon that actually does need love. You'd think that all the Gen 1... You'd think the 151 would have a bunch. But there's a lot of, like, random water type... I keep clicking the wrong move. Alright, there's a couple things we need to pick up in Celadon City. Well, there's a lot of stuff, but just for my first quick trip through the city. I want to pick up Fly. Our team's about to get a lot better. I loved how you got all the evolution stones in the shop. They did not have that in like the other Gen 3 game. In Hoenn, you don't get the stones until like the 5th gym badge. And you don't get a water stone until after the 7th gym badge. In the water region. That's crazy. Alright, let's heal up. Team Rocket's up to no good, huh? Or no, Poke-Flute. Pidgey. Go. They're quite cheap too. They're like 3K. Same with the TMs. Like you can get infinite of Brick Break, Secret Power at the Celadon department store. But before we go to the store, that's how you know I'm addicted to this game, that I just memorize where the items are. Why did she bring her brother? Bro was trying to get laid. Crazy. Will do, buddy. 2,000 more Pokemon. And you only shipped in Pokemon from the Kanto region? Interesting decisions. We need that, unironically. Are you ready to gamble, kids? We're not gambling. But we are buying coins. What does the yellow flute do? I don't remember. Alright. There he is, guys. Our new teammate. Alright, Fitzy, stay safe. I love how the gym guy is not allowed in the gym because he's not a woman. He's not a foid. Now, if you'll remember from our first stream, we got all those nuggets. I might as well grab everything we need in Celadon. Alright, so how many coins did we get? We got 1,500 and we need 1,000 more. So we need to sell at least 4 nuggets. Yeah, I need to get the Resident Evil game. I don't have space on my Switch right now. They got femboy programmers at Game Freak. That's crazy. That's where the Eevee is. We'll come back for that. I don't need to get it right now. All right. Let's grab Fly. Make sure not to aggro those trainers because they're actually pretty tough. They have like Ninetales and stuff. This will help us get around. All right, and last... No! We almost walked into that fight. I'm not ready for that yet. They have like 2 level 29 evolved fire types, I think. I think they have like Ninetales and Rapidash. All right. Yeah, a couple good TMs here. I can get more dig too. We might teach Paris dig eventually. But for now, we need to sell like 6 of our nuggets. Honestly, just sell them all. Evolution stones we don't need, but I don't remember what else is on the floor, so we'll... this guy teaches counter. There's a glitch with the retro mail, apparently, that lets you get a infinite of certain items, I heard. These 2 guys say almost the same thing, by the way. Like, bro just starts listing off items. So in the original in the original Red and Blue, this little girl here traded you really good offensive TMs for the drinks. She traded you... It was like Ice Beam, Tri-Attack, and something else. Here, she just gives you the screens. She gives you Reflect, Safeguard, and Light Screen. I don't know if maybe Butter for your Venomoth can learn them. I didn't look it up. All right, are you guys ready to roll for Pinsir? Oh, hey, Meowth picked up something. He picks up berries at low level, which normally wouldn't be very useful, but, like, there's no berry plants to pick up, so it actually is very useful. There's just nowhere to get berries. It's crazy how much cheaper Pinsir is than, alright, than Scyther. Scyther was another 60k monies. Poké dollars. Anyway, let's triple check that we have enough. We do. Pop a save. I should have my nature chart, but I'm pretty sure that that's not a good one. Ah, I just moved the stream. That was unintended. Jesus. All right. Believe it or not, this works. Minus plus special defense, minus special attack. It's not like the plus offense I wanted, but I think for the sake of not restarting, I think we just keep him. What do you think? Just keep him? And not just reset a bunch? Let's pop a save before I second guess myself. I still don't want to pick up that Eevee right now, because I might reset for it, like, at the end of this save file when I want to transfer it over. So I'll ignore that for now, but I think there's an item back here. Yeah, there is. Okay. All right. So now what we should do is we should make our way back towards the rival fight. Oh, we should give him this too, yeah. I'll make a pit stop in Saffron City. I actually forgot. I always go the wrong way here. I want the Psychic TM because we can teach that to either Venomoth or Butterfree. I probably won't right now, but just to have it. Another reason why I want to walk through this route again we just left is, other than the trainers, of course, and the XP, is the name raiders in Lavender Town. I didn't want to name the Pinsir because I didn't know if I was going to be resetting it. Pinsir has a 55 power normal move to start, which is, like, fine. I think it's like 55 power, 95 accuracy. So Pinsir's actually going to be very important to the run, because he is a pure bug type, and he has a whopping 125 attack stat. And so he's just going to hit really hard. Once we get back to Lavender Town, I'm going to post a screenshot for Twitter about where the team's at. Maybe after the rival battle. And while I'm here, I do want to catch the Vulpix as well. We never caught the Vulpix on this route. We have a small issue. We don't have, like, a aerial ace. Pinsir also has decent physical defense, I believe. Harden? Harden? You don't need Harden. I do love Seismic Toss as an option for just flat damage. It's crazy how Cheese will just never have a better poison move than Poison Sting for most of the game. Like, I'd almost rather teach it Aerial Ace. Isn't it nice to watch our team round out? We're getting there. Alright, this thing has huge physical defense, so we're just going to go right for the seismic toss. That's a little tedious and annoying. So once Pinsir gets to like level 25, he'll fit right into the team. But yeah, right now he's struggling a little bit. But yeah, Beedrill's moves. Beedrill and Butterfree are definitely the weakest links. And we knew that was going to happen, right? Their entire game philosophy is that they're the early game Pokemon that you ditch. So, like... It's crazy how Bye Bye Butterfree was teaching people how to play the game. Alright. Let's catch this Vulpix, because I will forget. And then we'll go heal and fight the rest of the trainers. I want to catch a Vulpix. It's also a version exclusive, so that's why I want to make sure to get the Vulpix right now. I know it's here. Yeah, there we go. This thing's moveset's really good. It's gonna, when you catch it, it has Ember, Quick Attack, Will-O-Wisp, and Confuse Ray. And then it gets Flamethrower by level up at level 30. Growlithe gets Flame Wheel at level 31. And so basically you just get your Vulpix to level 30, teach it Flamethrower, and you evolve it. With Arcanine, you have to kind of choose. It's like, do you want to get Flame Wheel at 31 and evolve it, or do you want to go all the way to 49 and evolve it? Anyway, let's go heal up. Now that we can take the little shortcut here, to the Pokemon Center. I say shortcut as it's on the other side of the damn city, but still pretty close. I could also teach him some TMs to make his life easier, but like it's not going to be that bad getting to level 25. There's a bunch of trainers around for... We still have to make it all the way through the Team Rocket base. And then the next gym. We'll be fine. And Venonat evolved... I think Venonat we catch at like level 24-ish. and it evolves at 31. So he won't take long to catch up either. All right, we have these 4 retards lined up for some reason. Well, that's mildly annoying. What, are you going to use peck? You're going to peck me? You know, as shitty as bug type is, we do resist fighting. And most of our Pokemon 4 times resist it. Because bug poison resists, bug flying resists. Bug types have a lot of resistances too. It resists ground. It's actually nice to not have to worry about earthquake. Ideas for Pinsir's name, by the way. We gotta stop at the Name Raider in Lavender Town. Is it really just Pinhead or Clamp? I was farming trainers on these routes last night to get the Scyther because I needed more money. Because even with like 16 nuggets, it wasn't enough. I was like just short. I had to get another like 10k. Don't you flinch me. There are 3 more trainers on this route. I wish there was a sort button. Yeah, Pinhead does not care, dude. Always with the poison, man. Lokercuanly forgot about this double battle. The double battles were added in this version only, so it like makes sense that I kind of forget about them. Alright. This guy and then the gamer. Not the gambler, the gamer. This guy has a muck, by the way. Grimer evolves into muck at like level 37. Oh my god, dude. After the rival battle, I'll also take a quick break. Go grab like a, I don't know if I want a snack or like a protein shake. I think a protein shake. I need something other than water. You know how like you have water and you're like, I need something that isn't water. That's me right now. Oh, hey, Meowth picked up an item. About damn time. Alright, this thing's a tank. So, This may not even, like, two-shot. Yeah. You bet your ass I'm leaving you with the Lavender Town music on my Be Right Back screen. See how, like, we got Pinsir at just the right time? Because imagine if we were going through this route and all of the XP was going on to, like, the rest of our team, we'd be super over-leveled. But that's why I skipped these trainers and went right to get Pinsir to start leveling him up here. We are out of antidotes. We'll pick up more at this shop. Alright. Last trainer on the route. And then we'll fight the rival. Name our Pinsir. Take our screenshot for the Twitter people. Oh, watch this. Intimidate lowers attack when it's sent out, but my ability prevents having my attack lowered. Oh, we forgot to grab the item from Meowth. Do that. Nice, one shot. He's getting there. That was the trainer I kept fighting, by the way, because you saw how much money he gave? Alright. Meowth, I think you've only picked up, like, 2 items, but that's all we really needed you for this stage of the game for. We'll bench... We always bench the HM slaves for important battles. That sucks that it doesn't have Ember. Because it learned something over it. But, you know... He will be an amazing Mega Pinsir in Pokemon Champions one day. Oh, we have plenty of those. All right. Obligatory save before important battle. Man, you sure crit a lot, buddy. I'm not complaining, but that's pretty good. There he is! He went right for it. It's crazy how Butterfree's purpose on our team is to be like fodder. To like switch in, hit a status move, and then call it a day. Exactly. Bug is 4 times effective against this guy. So, like, when this is an Executor one day, this is our answer to him. Because he cannot touch this thing, and we 4 times hit it. Well, that's unfortunate. Bro out here playing accuracy games. Come on now. And we say bye-bye. His Gyarados knows Thrash? That's crazy. It's crazy how we're going to have like 3 Pokemon with Sleep. Although one of them I might choose a different status instead of Sleep. Because as good as Sleep is, Paralyze is permanent. And so maybe I'll have Venomoth learn Stun Spore instead. What a stinker. That was a good fight. Obviously, we could also teach it, like, Toxic. But I don't think we're, like, tanky enough to run poison strats. Alright. Let's take this screenshot. Alright. We'll take out Meowth again. He won't be on for much longer, right? Because we're gonna get the boy. Alright, I'll be back. Enjoy your Lavender Town spoopy music. Hmm. I am back. Oh, and my mic automatically unmutes. Look at that. So there is one small thing we have to do before we do the rocket stuff, and there's like 5 trainers to the south. It'll catch Pinsir up to where he needs to be. Should be easier than the poison types on the route to the left. It's just a bunch of water types. Hi, little guy. You doing okay? We'll get revenge. Don't worry. But anyway, we're back. Well, I got the protein shake. Now let me shake it up a little bit. There we go. I just remembered there's yet one more thing we have to do. We got to get Rock Slide, remember? I mean, I guess we don't need it now. I don't think I'll forget it. But then again, Pinsir's moveset right now is kind of dookie. It'll get better. At 25, it gets Brick Break. Yeah, it's like 4 fishing trainers and like a young couple in love. It's crazy how Bro just does not learn water moves ever. Dude, this Meowth was like the worst investment ever. I'm telling you. So close, but so far. I know. I don't know if the frequency of the items increases with level, but I know the quality of the items. Basically, at level 11, 21, 31, 41, etc., the items get better and better, all the way up to like 99. Alright, we're going to fight Team Rocket in a moment here. We're just finishing catching up Pinsir to the rest of the group on these side trainers. Or maybe it gets Revenge now, and then it gets Brick Break at 31, I think. I was looking up the... Yeah, okay. It gets a slightly worse fighting move, but it's much better than Bind. This is true. Alright, now we just one-shot everything with Revenge. Alright. Fake news, Foyd. It's crazy how Butterfree just sucks. We're going to be saying that a lot today, but, you know. Same with Beedrill. They are reaching their peak now. There's not much higher they can get. We can make them better with TMs and held items at this point, and just raw stats from leveling. Like, there's nothing they learn that's interesting. Alright, and here's our good friend. So, we're going to make a quick pit stop back in Rock Tunnel to teach Pinsir Rock Slide, because that'll make his moveset god tier. And then we're going to fight the Rockets. And we're finally going to get to use Fly, because I'm tired of running around everywhere like a Fucking Goyim. We have to briefly head back inside Rock Tunnel for something. I mean, here I knew where I was going. I didn't really need to bring a Pikachu, but you know. All right, Mr. Junior Trainer. .75 power and 90 accuracy. With a chance to flinch. All right, Team Rocket, here we come. Ah. I like how we're just swapping our HM user. Scyther cannot learn Fly. I cry. All right. Bye-bye, Spooky Town. We'll be back. I think in later gens he gets it. Bro is guarding a poster. That's a misclick. I wanted to one-shot him with Revenge. Revenge is a cool gimmick move. It's a shame we'll probably get rid of it in like 6 levels. Because Brick Break's just more consistent. Then again, we can teach it Brick Break whenever with the TM, so... I better tell the boss. We could also get rid of Seismic Toss. It was pretty useful when, like, leveling him on all those trainers back there because we didn't have good moves, but now we have, like, good moves. Alright, watch this. Boom! Yeah, I think we're gonna keep Revenge for a little bit. That's 120. If they go first, it's 120 power physical move, so it's just gonna one-shot like anything. Because remember, Pinsir's base attack is like 125. So even though we're not a fighting type that gets like a fighting the bonus, it's still a lot of damage. In the late game, Brick Break's going to be better though, but in the early game, this is better. Pinhead is just mogging. He's grudge maxing. He's revenging. Well, maybe if you weren't a 10-year-old child, you would understand. I kind of want to start giving my team berries. Just to, like, in case they get hit with, like, the random status moves. Actually. The boss man. Did this Rocket Grunt need to have 5 Pokemon? 5 level 17 Chuds? Imagine if I gave him a Peach Berry. Bro has, like, the entire Rocket lineup, though. What's he gonna have, like, Rattata and Ekans? No, just another Zubat. There's the Rock Slide. That's gonna be so good against flying types in the future. As much as I'd love to revenge, I don't think we live a hit, so we gotta... why we stocked up on antidotes. Yes, we have 5 members now. We almost have our entire bug team. And then we always have like one little guy that has like HMs or something. But yeah, we have. I traded over the Scyther after basically right when I started the stream. I showed off that I traded him over, and then we got Pinsir, and we have the goal of today's stream is to get the last one, Venomoth, or at least the Venonat, and then evolve it later. I don't remember which of these you're supposed to do first, if it's this one or the other one. Yeah, literally, it's all the run's all coming together. Revenge. It's so nice that we had someone to teach the rock slide to. Yeah, both Pinsir and Scyther get good moves at 31. Oh, black glasses. Wait a minute. Our only dark move is like Pursuit on Skizzer. That's a good item to just have, though. Is this the guy with the lift key? So, fun fact, in the Switch games, Let's Go Eevee, this guy, like, throws the lift key, and you have to send your Pikachu or Eevee buddy into the vent, and you play as them. And that was really cute. I always thought that was fun. They were secretly, like, good games. They have a lot of issues, right? Obviously, it being Pokemon Go-based catching is stupid. But, like, they had cute things going for them. You really grew attached to your little partner. And the Eevee partner, it couldn't evolve, but you got to choose from, like, a signature move for, like, all 8 of the evolution types, and then Pikachu had similar stuff where he could learn, like, water and grass special moves. I dropped the lift key. Oh no, I dropped my pants. so there's the lift key. So obviously you were supposed to do this one first. That's good. They should make a 3D mystery dungeon. All right, let's heal up first. Yeah, the last two Mystery Dungeon games, it was like 10 years ago almost. They made Super Mystery Dungeon on the 3DS. Then they made the remakes on the Switch, and I don't know if they were good. I haven't heard people talk about them much, though, so I don't know. I don't know how good they are. I just randomly pressed A, and I guess you could find coins on the ground. I think you can get those every day, too. Alright. I guess we'll just keep using Pinsir, because in the next dungeon, he's not very useful. You know, he uses mostly normal and fighting moves, and it's the ghost place, so... we gotta use our big thinking emojis here. I would totally play a 3D mystery dungeon game, though. Imagine Twitch plays Pokemon doing this. Anyway. We are almost done with this dungeon, funny enough. Gen 1 level design was really good. I have antidotes, right? Yeah, I just got them. Pinsir's getting there. He's getting stronger. There's a reason why I fight every trainer. All this money is going to be useful for stuff, too. Because we might have to change movesets for certain gym leaders. Because, like, Erica's not going to be hard, right? Grass, we resist grass. It's going to be fine. Koga, poison type should be fine. By then we'll have Venomoth and it'll have Psychic or Psybeam. I'm worried about Sabrina. And then obviously the other two gym leaders are going to be strong too. And then the Elite Four is a whole nother beast. I don't even know what we're going to do. It's called over-leveling, Chud. Like, that's all I can really think about. Who you calling Pinhead? All right. First things first, let's unlock this door. Oh, we gotta fight one trainer and then we can unlock the door. Are you lost, little mouse? Don't call me that. I command respect. Oh my god. Dude, the poison. Yeah. That's another... The thing is, there's so many poison types in Gen 1, you can actually make a really cool team. Right? Because you have both Nidorans. You have Tentacool, which is water poison. You have Golbat, which is flying poison. And that's immune to ground, which is one of your two weaknesses. You don't have much to deal with Psychic types. But it's Gen 1. Everything loses to Psychic types. Alright. Now I think there's, what, 2 more trainers before Giovanni? The guy's guarding his room. Guarding his executive hideout. Yeah. These chuds. They have inverse teams. I think one has, like, Sandshrew, the evolved Sandshrew, and Ekans, and then the other has Ekans, Sandshrew, and Arbok, or something like that. Dude, even the Sandshrews be trying to poison me. Being immune to Intimidate is awesome, by the way. We can really use our 100 and whatever attack stat. 125. I'm gonna go for revenge. Imagine needing to buy more antidotes. Yeah, this is our last one. I will escape rope out before the Giovanni fight, because his team is actually a little strong. It's nothing crazy, but it's... All right. Okay. Quick intermission before we head back to Giovanni, because I will forget about it. We're gonna go do that fight that I dodged earlier over here. So true, bestie. Crazy how Rapidash doesn't outspeed. It's like a fire horse. Like, oh, that's crazy. All right, that's that fight. And the reason I did that is because I think that's the last time we'll need cut for a while. I know it seems like a random time to do it, but... Alright, no more stalling. Giovanni, and then straight to Lavender Town. I do not remember where the lift is. I think it's past this puzzle. Alright. Giovanni time. Free badges in 9 hours, by the way. He leads with Onyx. Okay. He really should have had 4 Pokemon here. Absolutely destroyed. So they're giving like hints that he's the ground type gym leader, obviously. Do not flinch me. There we go. And And then just a Kangaskhan. He should have at least had one of the Nidorinos. Not maybe a Nidoking, but like a Nidorino or a Nidorina. Just so he doesn't have like the 2 rock ground types exclusively. And Pinhead Sweep. I did not know about the hidden nest ball there, I'm going to be honest. Something over here? There's a net ball too, okay. 25-year-old game and I'm learning things, you know? All right. We can almost catch our last member. I can taste it. Now we just have one more little dungeon to go through. I did not forget about the antidotes. We can also get our 30th Pokedex entry just in time for the Snorlax fight, which is how we get leftovers. Because we need the item finder. And obviously we can catch Ghastly now, so that's really cool. I'll also... Cubone's a rare encounter here, and so I'll be catching one whenever, because there's a chance it has its signature held item, and I kind of want it for the other save file, so... Of course, we can't run in a cemetery. Oh. That's kind of weird that Cubone's like, I think it's like, I don't know how rare it is, but it's not nearly as common as Ghastly. It's kind of weird that this is our first encounter. If only we were doing a Nuzlocke. That'd be pretty cool. It's crazy how I had Scyther to switch to and False Swipe, but I was just too lazy. You'll never guess the variety that they use. It's just all Ghastlies and like 1 or 2 Haunters. Which is crazy because there's other spooky themed Pokemon they could use. Like they could use Vulpix, they could use Drowsy, Mr. Mime. But nope, just a bunch of trainers with Ghastlies. We're probably just going to Confusion and Wing Attack our way through this. Not play around with Beedrill or something. I can never remember if you can catch the dead Marowak. I don't think you can, because that would be really weird. I think it just, like, blocks the ball if you try to catch it. Smacks it away with its little bone hammer. It'd be cool, though. That item keeps away wild Pokemon. which could be handy. But not really. Well, we found a use for Butterfree. Just Confuse Ray destroying everything in this dungeon. Probably would have been good to use against the Rockets too, but you know, I wanted to get the Pinsir caught up, and he is now. Well, that's annoying. Well, that's really annoying. Oh, hey, there's a Haunter. Honestly, maybe we can. I think we can get Venomoth before, or not Venomoth, but Venonat before the we even do the 4th gym, and then circle back and train Venonat at the 4th gym because it like 4 times resists grass moves. Just like how we trained Pinsir on all those little chuds. Well, good job, Butterfree. We found a use for you at this stage of the game. I think this is where the guy is, right? Oh, well, first. Be gone, spooky ghosty. Yeah, just dodged it. So there actually is some Team Rockets to fight. So we'll finish off the Marowak. Ow. I think it's like just 3 rocket grunts, but there's something I want to go do real quick. And then we'll repel when we come back up. While I have the fly person on me. Remember, we have 30 in the Pokedex now, which means... we can get this thing. We do have to check for the other thing. Unfortunately, our boy does not have the thick club, so if we see another guy, we'll grab him. For the rocket grunts, we'll switch to old Beedrill because he's underleveled now. Because he's a useless piece of shit. Respectfully. I think Erica's a good spot to end the stream, because it's been 3-ish hours. Actually, I think we'll resume next stream with Erica, which won't be a while because Pokopia comes out in 2 days. I'll probably be streaming that Saturday. Because I do want to stream more now that games are actually coming out on my Switch. I had fun today, though. My eyes hurt a little bit. It'd be nice to take a break from my screen after this, but we're gonna do this. We're gonna catch the Snorlax, run down Cycling Road, catch our Venonat. We might have to fight a couple other trainers after this to get past them, but Beedrill, you can't even one-shot like a Zubat. Like, I hope I get a decent nature Venonat on the first try. That would make me very happy. Alright, hold on, we gotta... Well then. I will catch a Venonat. I don't know if I'll keep catching until we get a good one, but I want to be able to say that we have the full team, and I think that's where I'll end the... Did you know that you can use that as an item to actually wake up your Pokemon, like mid-battle? Alright, let's buy a bunch of, Can we buy Ultra Balls here, I think? We'll grab like 10 of those, because we gotta go fight the Snorlax, and I will be trying to catch it, obviously, for the other save file. No, you can get Hyper Potions, so... Okay. Alright, just a few more things we gotta do. Alright. In case we knock him out... I don't remember if he has Rest to heal himself. I think he does. I'm going to try to paralyze him with Secret Power. So his moveset's probably like Headbutt, Yawn, Rest, and Snore. Oh my god, we need to get the bad sooner than later, guys, because Skizzer won't listen to us because he's traded. Well, that's really annoying. Why wouldn't it have a Chesto Berry? Bro is putting my whole team to sleep. The good news is most of its moves fail. Yeah, what if Parasect could learn Dream Eater? Wouldn't that be insane? Come on, Brillium. I was gonna say, don't rest. It always rests at the worst time. I was about to start chucking balls. There we go. There's a crit. All right, one more. All right, we'll hit him with a spore, and then we'll chuck some balls. As everyone knows, pressing A and B at the same time increases chances of catching. It's a sleep battle. That's probably what it is, honestly. Don't kill it. There we go. Come on. Don't rest. Holy shit, dude. I really want to get this done because we get the leftovers underneath him, and then we run down Cycling Road, and then we'll prepare for the gym for next time. All right, this is the Pokeball, I believe. There we go. All right. Alright, watch this, guys. I didn't even know this until recently. What? Oh, you have to use it right on it. Okay. Look at that. One of the best items in the game. Alright, let's heal up, run through Cycling Road, touch the Pokemon Center at the town south so we can fly there, catch our Venonat, get our screenshot for Twitter so we can be like, oh, look, guys, our team's done, and then end the stream. All right, so we're probably not going to be able to avoid every trainer on the Cycling Road. Is this guy for the XP share? No, this guy for the Amulet Coin. 32 kinds. We'll get it eventually. All right, guys, we're almost done. We'll avoid who we can. I think we can just do this. Yeah, okay. There's going to be a couple trainers that are going to stop us as we, like, run down here. There's no items, but there are a bunch of trainers that we want to go back and fight eventually. I lied. We just got through Cycling Road without battling anyone. God bless. God bless. That is the only way to get Lickitung in the game, by the way. Anyway, we need to gently tap the Pokemons. I think you... How does it work to fly here? You have to heal at it? Or just walk in the building? I don't remember, but... Now I am 99% sure that the route directly to the right of here is where we get the Venonat. I'll double check. Oh, while we're... No reason to not grab the Super Rod. Or whichever rods is here. I can now catch the version-exclusive water types for the other save file in my spare time. Alright. I think this is the guy that gives you the XP share at 50 Pokemon caught. No, only 32. Alright. Yeah, we don't even have to fight a trainer. God bless. We can just... Alright. First things first. Let's put Scyther, because he still has False Swipe. And now we'll... What route was this? Hold on. Route 15. Okay. Did I pass it? I don't think it's this high up. There it is. Yeah. You can even catch him. Maybe I should just go to the Safari Zone and get it there. This is a nice way to get a nice leveled Bellsprout from my other file, though, because I'm tempted to use Bellsprout. Good to know. Because Bellsprout's the version exclusive grass type. Here would be Oddish on the other game. Venonat, come to me. I'm probably just going to catch a bunch of Venonats in the Safari Zone, but we'll catch our first one here, because we worked so hard to get here. Where you at, man? There he is. And we already know what we're naming it. Now, will this be the Venonat we use? I don't know. But I just wanted to be able to say we got him, we completed the team, and then in my spare time, there's a couple things I gotta do. Finally, Ultra Balls. It's like half my stack, but, you know, that's okay. Money shouldn't be a problem now. All right. We now have access to the move deleter, so we can get rid of Cut on Parasect. But we'll worry about that later. Right now, I just want to get my... Welcome, Better Butterfree. All right. got my screenshot, save, and I will see you guys probably on Saturday for a Pokopia stream. Unless I do more streaming tomorrow. I've been having so much fun playing this, we'll see. I might just chill tomorrow. I got a couple business stuff to do. Anyway, you all have a wonderful night, everyone. And I'll see you.